Tim, John, or the voice of Duke Nukem, and you're watching Tim's Tiny Arcade, mother effer.
Hello, this is Tim from Tim's Tiny Arcade, where today I'm going to do a video on something I found. I went to a local store of mine called Disc Replay, and I had a $20 gift card. So I was just kind of looking around. The owner there of the store knows me, and he shows me this system he had. He just got in. He hadn't put it out on the floor or nothing. You know, he showed it to me and wanted to see if I was interested in it. And I ended up purchasing this system. It ended up being a Sears Video Arcade 2. And I hadn't seen one. And, you know, I did a little research on my phone real quick, and I told him I'd buy it. I haven't tested it yet. He says it works. They've tested it. It doesn't have the controllers that came with this system, but I'll show you the system in depth here. Let's take a look at the system. All right, so here's the system I ended up buying today. I ended up getting this system for $34.99 and used a $20 gift card, so you know I didn't have to spend that much on it. And since I hadn't really seen one of these systems, I was pretty excited to get it. As you can see, we have has like an A, expert, novice, a joystick button, and a paddle button, which was something new. And over here we have the expert, the novice, a select, and then a reset button. Now this looks just like a Atari 7800, but it will only play 2600 games. I'll show you the front of it. It's kind of neat here on the front. As you can see, something different about this one, it has 4 ports. That's because the controllers that would come with this system were actually a joystick and a paddle. So if you wanted to play a paddle game, you'd have to plug in 4 of them. And then over here, you have an on and off switch. Okay, I flipped it over. So underneath, there's a couple switches also. Here on this side, we have a channel A and B switch. And right here, we have a black and white or color switch on the underneath part of it. So it's kind of neat. Also, the things I received with it from the store, I mean, they gave me a power cord, power brick, I mean, and then this part here that will hook into your more modern TV. They gave that to me, and a controller. So I'm going to try to hook this up and see how this thing works. Okay, I just ended up getting the system hooked up to my HD TV, and I haven't tried it yet. I've got the controller that they gave me hooked into it in the front, first port, and I'm going to put Space Invaders in. If I read that I think this was one of the pack-in games with this system, so anyway, I just thought I'd try that. Fits in. I need to hit the front right switch. Oh, look, we got lights that light up. And also, boom, the game's working. System's working. So let's look at the lights here real quick. Got it on joystick and novice. And we got another novice light lit up. So that's kind of neat. I like that. So I believe we need to hit the button there. Just make sure it works. And seems to be working fine. I do want to try a paddle game just to make sure that you know, everything works on it. So anyway, happy with that. Let me try a paddle game. I ended up hitting Kaboom in, and all I have for paddle wise is like the ones we used to get with the, you know, the 2 into 1. And I got the paddle selected, but I don't seem to be able to get it to start the game. You can see I can move the paddles. I've tried a couple different kinds and cannot get it started. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if you need the original controllers to play the paddle games, but if anybody knows anything about that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I found that a little bit interesting, why I can't get the game to start. I might try one more game and see if I can get that one to work. All right, so I put another paddle game in. I put Super Breakout in, and same issue for me at least. I mean, you can move, but when you hit the button on the controller, nothing. And I've tried a couple different sets of paddles. So anyway, found that kind of interesting. Joystick games seem to work fine with the regular Atari, joystick, but paddle games seem to be a little bit of an issue. I mean, just because you can't get it started. So I ended up trying another joystick game, Shark Attack, and it worked fine with the joystick. And I don't know, I'll have to do some more research and see what I can figure out on why I can't get the paddle games working. But for $35 to find that kind of a system, and it works fine besides that aspect, and it may just, I need the controllers, so that's something I'm going to look for. I'll be on the search for, is trying to find some of those controllers. But I was super happy for finding that today. I wasn't looking for that system or didn't even know anything about that system, so a great day of gaming for me. So anyway, until next time, I'll talk to you later.